Hello there, YouTube friends. We're coming today with a quick video. The younger two boys are gone to a birthday party today, so it's just me and Alex. Say hi, Alex. I'm shy, but I wanted to show a couple of things that came in the mail. First off is this auction house win of a 1958 to 62 J Publishing photo of Robin Roberts. This was the hand on knee variation, because these were distributed in basically team packs that you could get through the mail or purchased at the stadium, and it was a pack of photos. And you know, as you can see, they're 50 plus 60 years old now, and the condition on these, to find them in good condition is pretty tough, because these are essentially just a photo piece of paper. So the corners, everything, they can ding, wrinkle, anything. So the only ones that you find really in this type of condition were ones that got left inside an envelope that was never distributed or opened, and just stayed there for years and years until somebody decided to submit it for grading. And boy, it's hard to tell what you'd have to do to get a 10 on this one, because this is about as flawless as you can get. Maybe the centering's just slightly off, but man, it's about as close to perfect as you could get for one. But there was that. That was my auction house win. And I sent a few months back a couple of cards off for grading with Michael Fabian, Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards. His last group submission that he did while he was running the group. Miko's taken over and picked up the torch for doing the group submissions. But I got in on his last one, and I sent a couple of my older cards that I'd had for a while, and wasn't too concerned about what types of grades I got. I just wanted to be able to add them to some registries that I had. And this first one here is a T205 tobacco card. So this would have been from 1911. And it's of Hall of Famer Fred Clark. This is one, I bought this probably 10 or so years ago. This was one of the first cards I bought when I decided to start trying to buy cards of all the players in the Hall of Fame and get cards from their playing days. This was one of the first ones I got off of eBay. And you know, with the condition issues, I didn't have to pay too much. And when I bought it, it had residue from a scrapbook where it had been stuck, and there was pieces of cardboard stuck, still glued to the back of it. And I was able to soak it and remove the cardboard. And then I discovered, oh, well, once I got the cardboard off, there was paper missing, and somebody had actually typed their name on it and written in pencil. So it was a little disappointing to find the back was even worse than I would have thought it might be given the circumstances. But it's Sweet Caporal is the brand, because these were multiple different brands similar to the T206 cards that came a few years before them. So there was the first one. I'm doing these in order of the grades. And second here, this is a 1934 National Chakal Batter Up. And if you can kind of see the perforation there around the player, this is Hall of Famer Pie Trainer. And these cards were from 34 to 36, and they were perforated so that you could fold down this top portion. See right there, you can see where the fold line would be. You could fold it down and it would make like a little baseball player display, or kind of almost like a paper action figure for the kids to play with or display on a dresser. So, and they almost, a bit of a three-dimensional aspect to them that was certainly very unique for the era. And so this was one I picked up. I had another one of these, but I had this one sitting raw, and I thought it was worth a shot to get it graded. It came a little lower than I would have expected, the 3, because on pure eye appeal it looks better than that, but there's some minor flaws that are, if you look at it at an angle, don't show up well here on camera at all, but they're there. And then the mark on the back, somebody wrote in pencil their initials on the back, which drags it down even more than the 3, but it's still in the display. It looks awesome. If the grade's hidden, it certainly, I think most people would assume that it's quite a bit higher than that. Okay, and so the last card, this one here, is a card from a baseball playing card game. This was the 1913 Napoleon Lajoie baseball game. He had a game that was a card game. I don't know if it possibly involved dice or a spinner of some sort as well, but the game had 2 decks of cards, a blue deck and a red deck, and you would use the cards to play a simulated baseball game. And this was distributed 1913, so during his playing career. And these are not rare at all. They're because the game included 2 decks of cards, with every card had this same picture, either with the blue tint or the red tint, depending on which deck it was in. But it's certainly a cool item from a very influential Hall of Famer. And so those were the 3 items, and that'll be it. We'll talk to you next time.